Okay, we're continuing to look at solution of simultaneous equations using elimination. So let's see how this one would work. Let's say this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Alright, and by the way, remember to visit my website mathematicsclass.org and give me a bit of support there. Alright, now first thing, we want to either add or subtract the equation to see if we can eliminate anything. We could actually do the addition and subtracting, but we could also look and see if it would work outright by adding or subtracting. If we have the same number x's, then they would work out to eliminate x. If we have the same numbers y, then it would work out to eliminate y. Oh, guess what? This is a 1y, and this is a 1y. So we are going to be able to eliminate it very quickly without having to multiply to create a new equation. But let's see. Question: should we add or subtract the two equations? Suppose, for example, you subtract these equations. What would happen? Let's say equation 1 minus equation 2. So the x's in equation 1 you have 6x, in equation 2 you have 3x. So 6x minus 3x. So we have 6x minus 3x. For this, what happens to the x's? You end up with 3x. Alright? Alright. Then, for the y's, let's put a plus here and see what happens with the y's. What we're going to have is, up here is 1y. So we have 1y. Remember, we're subtracting. Oh, it's negative 1y because it's a minus 1. Negative 1y. Let me put it in black. It's not a 1y, it's negative 1y. So we're adding a negative 1y. Negative 1y. Then minus 1y equals, so for this part you have plus 1y, negative 1y minus 1y. Negative 1 minus 1, you're going to have a negative 2y here, equals, and this is 26 minus 19, this will give you what, 7. So what you end up with is 3x minus 2y, because this would amount to minus 2y. You have 3x minus 2y equals 7. Alright, by subtracting you did not eliminate y. You see that? You did not eliminate y. So let's try adding and see what would happen. If we say equation 1 plus equation 2, 6x plus 3x. So we have 6x plus 3x. So the x part works out to be 9x. You see that? 9x. Let's come to this part now. So that was the x part. Let's come to the y part. Plus negative 1y. We're adding plus 1y equals, what happens with the y? Let's finish this off and then we come to the y. We don't necessarily have to break it there. 19 plus 26 is what? 26, 36, 46, 45. So let's see what happens with the y here. Negative 1 plus 1 is what? 0. So it's 0. Y was eliminated, equals 45. So y was eliminated here, right? So when you have the same two numbers, the same number x, the same number y, you can see that if one is a plus and one is a minus, you should subtract them. But don't try to just swat it that way, right? Understand that. You should add them, not subtract. If you have this, one is a plus and one is a minus, one is a negative, one is a positive, you should add them in order to eliminate. Because if you have a positive 5 plus a negative 5, that is 0. If you have a negative 5 plus a positive 5, that is 0. If you add them, you will eliminate by getting a 0. If you subtract them, it won't work. 5 minus negative 5 is the same as 5 plus 5, which is 10, not 0. Negative 5 minus 5 is going to be negative 10, not 0. Alright? But let's just finish off this equation here. So it's 9x. We don't have to worry about this anymore. This is gone. Equals 45. X, I want my x to be in red. So therefore x is equal to, when you divide both sides by 9 and this by 9, running out of space, we get 5 into 5. 9 into 45 was 5 times x is 5. Alright? Now since x is 5, I want you to substitute x into any of these equations to find y. Right? And then put in the comments what it is that you get, and if you're not able to get it, I'll make a video to see how you would actually get it. But I'm just gonna ask you to finish off this example for me.